Welcome to Really Important Thinking with Dr. Chris Chismore, hosted by Tom and Griffin.
We are your hosts, Tom and Griffin.
Unfortunately, our illustrious friend, Dr. Chris Chismore, is away on his important research and unable to host the podcast this week.
But fear not, dear listener, because he has left us in charge, and we are going to try to do a really good job of a podcast.
This week, Dr. Chismore has asked us to talk about... It didn't used to be like that, did it?
Monkey, you're looking at me. With the kitty look in your eyes. There we go.
With the kitty look in your eyes. Sing it, Tom.
With the kitty look in your eyes, the kitty look in your face, the kitty smell on your breath, the kitty fur on your
Every
arms.
place. You look around the apartment, that's how it is. Wow.
Yeah.
And Tom has sung today's official theme song, so we're off to the races.
We're at quorum.
We're at quorum. And we didn't together say the name of the episode.
Okay.
Which we always love to do, because how would you know what we're going to talk about unless we said it before we talked about it?
Yeah, you would have to read the podcast.
You'd have to read.
Nobody
what you
wants to read
on.
the podcast.
You just click, you just see we posted and you click. You don't even take the time to read. We know.
Which I hope our citizen soldiers are that feverish when we publish content.
I'd say we have two categories of listener. We have citizen soldier and we have dear listener.
Yeah.
And I think if they consider themselves a citizen soldier, they are feverish.
Yeah, dear listener is more like our family.
No.
Yeah,
I think
who do you think?
I think dear listener is a little more calm, a little more peaceful about it. They're kind of just, I'm so glad these guys are on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Tom and Griffin seem to be doing well.
The guy who wrote into me about driving with his family sleeping in the back seat, that's a dear listener.
That is a dear listener. I would say... I'm just thinking of people I know who listen. I get nervous anytime I start thinking about bringing up somebody we actually know who listens to the podcast. I don't know. Like I'm going to say something crazy.
Literally every single person I've named on this podcast has made their week. It's made them ecstatic.
I know. Well, I was going to say a friend of the pod, Nathan, is I think he's a dear listener right now, but I think he's rising.
To be a citizen soldier?
He's on his way to become a citizen soldier.
I think he'll be happy to hear that.
And I think this might be what it takes to push him over the edge. Get him out in those streets kind of proselytizing.
Yeah.
And committing low-grade acts of domestic... I was going to say domestic violence, but that's like...
Vibe coding. Low-grade acts of vibe coding.
Yeah, that's... See, and now this is why I was worried about bringing up somebody I know, because I just said he's going to do low-grade acts of domestic violence, not meaning that.
Yeah, but I think he'll like that.
I'm not in charge of my mouth all the time, okay?
Everyone that I mentioned on the podcast has loved being mentioned on the podcast. Good. As if they don't have a direct line to me, and mentioning someone on the podcast is the easiest possible thing that we could do.
We should say we cannot be held responsible for anything. We or any other podcaster can't be held responsible for anything we're about to say or do recorded on this podcast.
Can't be held responsible. Da-na-na. Da-na-na, she was touching her face.
Yep.
Da-na-na, da-na-na, won't be held responsible.
What is this song?
Da-na-na, she fell in love in the first place. For the life of me, I cannot remember what made us think that we were wise and we'd never compromise. For the life of me, I cannot believe we'd ever die for these sins. We were merely freshmen.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Jesus, it took all the way to get there for me to remember it. I was just kind of blown away by how you're going full Joey Romaine mode.
Yeah.
Another guy we know who I don't think listens to the podcast.
A deep cut Chicago improviser who used to break out in sincere song during shows.
Very funny, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we've weeded out anybody who we don't know who maybe thought this is the episode to listen to.
Yeah.
Let's begin.
So you want to say the topic?
Right. The topic is
why the past.
Hold on. You thought I was going to be able to say whatever it is you're about to say at the same time as you?
You could look on the computer.
Okay.
Because we were using it for the audio. Okay.
Yes.
All
right. Sorry. Hold on.
1, 2, 3. Why the past was objectively better, but why we're also excited for the future of technology.
Sorry. I mean, I'll do it better one more time.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. why the past was objectively better, but why we're also excited for the future of technology. That was pretty good.
And I think we'll just leave that in the final cut. And this is sort of a look behind the veil for the dear listener.
Yeah, I think that we decided to switch it up from just optimizing something because I think we are both, come with all the optimization that we do comes with disruption. The yin of optimization comes with the yang of disruption.
Absolutely.
And so we need to disrupt our own titular habits by injecting an equally really important type of thought, but while also challenging ourselves to reach the high podcasting bar we set for ourselves of, challenging thoughts and titular structures.
I feel like you're giving a symposium in a luncheon hall right now.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk about.
Hold on, Tom.
Yeah.
We are your hosts, Tom and Griffin. As you probably heard in the introduction, Dr. Chris Chismore usually hosts this podcast, but he is once again unavailable to be here live on camera and in your headphones for another week. He has been quite busy. Do you know what he's been doing, Tom?
I have an idea, but I think he emailed you.
He did email me, and he said he's been pretty wrapped up he's been working with physicist Dr. Dana Yamaguchi, trying to invent an Ed DeBevics for Japan.
Nice.
It sounds like it's kind of a trick to get Japanese people just screaming at each other for pay.
Yeah. I can understand that because, Japanese people can be very mean, just like the rest of the world, but
right?
They don't usually want to be as brash as Americans.
No, it's quite an American establishment. Does that even exist anymore? We've talked about this. I think we've brought up Ed DeBevics before. Restaurant where they get mad at you.
Yeah, I think in some version of it that exists. Whether it exists as a physical restaurant that people can go to, its effects on the chain restaurant industry are still with us.
Wow. So that's what he's been doing.
That's good because I think, one of the things that unites us, whether we be American, Japanese, or even something like Chinese, is the desire to be lightly roasted.
Absolutely. And I'd say it's been a while since I've been to Japan and lightly roasted. So I can't wait to hop over to the other side of the pond. We always talk about Britain being the other side of the pond, but there's another pond, and the other side of it is Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a really important thought.
That's a really important thought. Maybe we could just sort of explore that for about an hour.
I think it's something that all of our citizen soldiers can take home, and that the next time someone mentions going across the pond, you say, well, there's actually another pond on the other side too, and across that pond is Japan. So which one are you talking about?
Yes, exactly. I'd say next time somebody says that to you, assume Japan.
Yes.
And then when they don't know what you're talking about, you make them look like a fool because they assumed Europe.
Yeah.
England. Jolly old England.
Well, that's great. I think that's Chris is back at it again. Last time we checked in, he was doing surgery. And I think this is a much lighter, but equally as important venture for him.
Yes. I hope he's making a lot of progress. Sorry, I just poured water on myself and had hair in my mouth.
That's okay.
We've already touched on several things we're glancing around the topic for me here today. We're some of my thoughts concerning the past and the future, they're bubbling up inside of me already. I can't wait to get cracking.
Well, I would love to set the tone of this.
Sure.
Because on its surface, it might seem like a very ambitious and broad subject to tackle for, even two really important thinkers like ourselves in an hour to an hour and 20 minutes.
Yes.
Which right now is the threshold which we've reached for our podcast. However, I would like to point out that the reason we decided to take this on is because as a male in podcasting, I think it's an important opinion to hold for all of us men in podcasting to hold, and even some women too.
Sure.
That the past was objectively better.
We know this. We don't even need to study it. Everybody knows that.
Exactly. Things today just aren't like they used to be. However,
yes.
However, the future is more promising than that good past was.
Exactly. What we're certain about is at the present moment, it's not right.
Absolutely sucks.
Things are twisted and we've gone afoul in every which way. Everything is pretty gnarly right now. It used to be good, and it will be incredible soon. And so that's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Ways in which that is true.
Yes.
Sort of a thematic. We're kind of giving ourselves sort of a theme.
Yeah. So I hope that kind of sets the stage
It does.
for the rest of our conversation.
It does. I think
and
so.
our dear listeners and our citizen soldiers. I think it's something that everyone shares.
Would you like to kick us off, Tom? With go for it.
I was just going to ask what are some things that you long for, that you yearn for about the past?
Wow. You know what? And I'm kind of stepping on our last episode a little bit here, but I was thinking, man, if I could go back in time and had just seen Mozart live, just see him live in concert. Oh my God. Can you imagine that? Hey, Esquire Griffin, I got I have 2 tickets to see Mozart live.
Mm-hmm.
That's incredible. I mean, Paul McCartney, step aside. We got Mozart. That's incredible.
So you long to see some of the greatest minds.
Yes.
We don't have as many great minds today.
No.
That's the one thing that sucks about the present, and we don't know, like, we don't have those great thinkers, those great musicians, composers like we did in the past.
No, and if we do, we're inundated with it. It's oversaturated a bit.
Yeah.
I'm out of fear of jumping the gun a little bit.
Okay.
I think I have kind of like here's my thesis.
Okay, what's your thesis?
Is it the world we used to know so much less? We had so many things unexplored, and the world was better for it. It gave us lots of stuff to do. We've been sent down to this incredible sandbox called Earth, and we've been researching it and we've discovered almost art, science, geography. We've seen almost everywhere on Earth, and the world was so much better. And now we don't have things to explore so much.
Yes.
I think that is a cause of a lot of the current malaise, is that we know too much.
Yeah, well, we've become bored with the things in front of us because it sucks. Like we said, the present sucks. The things that are in front of us. Why do we need to see the whole ocean? Everybody loves to say, "Oh, we've been to the surface of the moon more than we see the ocean." Well, yeah. How long have you stared at fucking ocean water for? Have you ever just looked down in the ocean, just stare? You get pretty bored after a little bit.
It used to be incredible.
Yeah.
when we first came out, humans, and that was something we noticed. Oh my God! The colors, the shapes, the fish.
It used to be teeming with fish.
It used to be teeming with all kinds of things. Lizards, maybe. That could have been, that kind of thing.
Well, there
Monkeys.
used to be sirens.
You're right. Mermaids. We don't have those anymore.
There used to be mermaids that you might be able to slip it in, and then but
sure, man.
For your lust, you'd be penalized.
Jeez, it's what is it? 5 minutes in, and you're already talking about fucking a half fish girl.
Well, it's part of the past. Many men struggled with that same issue, and many men struggle with that same issue today. Some say our sirens may look different.
Right.
Maybe they live behind a screen instead of on the rocks.
Ah.
And how about that for really important thought number 2?
I like that we're calling out when the thoughts happen and labeling them. I think that's it. That's
Go
good.
on.
Well, so my point about Mozart, and this is, I think the reason I bring this up now is I think this will undergird most of my thoughts here, is that nobody had done. There was not much going on when Mozart was popping off, when he's live in concert.
Yeah, famously, not much has gone on in the past.
Well, there was just less to do. There's less thing. You're waking up, you're making your food, you're reading a book, you're praying. Yeah. So I think it would have been incredible to have experienced, to go from boring. Oh, I live in whatever Victorian era Europe, and aristocracy, blah, blah. And now, holy shit, a guy's doing music in a way that no one has ever even thought about before. He's doing it the best. It's incredible. I don't know. I would like to have experienced that.
Yeah, that would be nice. That was a different direction than I thought you were going to go.
What did you think I was going to say?
Well, I thought it would be more of a, like, what are things you miss from the era you grew up in? Like the nostalgia. Angle. But you kind of took it as the, like, dinner time or, like, time machine angle. And by dinner time angle, I mean, like, if you could have dinner with any 5 people living or dead.
Yes.
The classic corporate and date icebreaker.
Yeah, that's kind of how my brain thinks. I'm always just, like, thinking like a corporate guy on a date.
Yeah. I've been that guy plenty of times.
Well, I guess so. Then, what about you? And you can take your understanding of your own question if you'd like.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking more of the aspect of, like, being a boy. Yeah, being, like, running around the neighborhood creek play. Yes, the creek, for example.
Yes.
I have not heard children just don't go to the creek anymore.
I don't know. I don't know where there are any creeks. First off,
and if there are creeks, the adults are saying, "No, that creek's a little dangerous.
We don't drink that.
We don't want you getting wet. We don't want you getting giardia by drinking from the creek.
Put it down. Put that down.
Hey, James. Put
that down.
Hey, Aiden. Aiden is more like Aiden. Put
Aiden.
That creek down.
Less James, more Aiden.
Yeah,
more Craden, maybe.
More Craden. Craden, put the creek down.
Put
okay,
the creek down.
We don't touch that. You have a creek on the screen at home. That's the way parents today are talking.
That's right.
We don't have enough boys and girls going down to the creek,
trying to
drinking
change the direction
water
of the water. Drink,
sucking enough crawfish.
finding up little mud bugs in there.
When I was a boy, I think my BHAG every week was to
Jesus Christ,
Big Hairy Audacious Goal.
Yeah. Every time I hear it, it's awful.
Yeah, well, that's what we're trying to do here.
Sure.
My BHAG every week was to find a crawfish is what we call them, a crawdad.
Crawdad.
Big enough to eat.
Yeah, that'd be a miracle. I'm trying to think of times in my life I saw a crawfish so big you could eat it.
Yeah.
Outside of being served one.
Yeah.
It's rare.
And to this day, I still have not eaten a crawfish.
Ever at all?
Crazy? No, I don't think.
Benny Boy Brewing and do their Mardi Gras thing last year? Were you not? Yeah, you were there.
No, I wasn't there. Because of the baby or pregnant.
We did it this year.
Yeah, y'all did it this year. I don't think I've ever eaten a crawfish.
That's absolutely fouled up.
Yeah, which is kind of wild.
What about Luke's
Maybe
wedding?
We'll get some mail about
what time
it.
of year was Luke's wedding?
It was in February.
You could have.
No,
we had
it was
some
in
then.
This
We had some then.
Maybe I did, and I just was like, this is unremarkable.
Because we saw a woman walking a goat through the middle of a street.
Yeah.
While we were having crawfish or crawdads. Excuse me.
Regardless, I think that, the creek is something I miss.
Sure.
Going down to the creek.
Same.
I think that the crickets, the bugs, that's another thing that people yearn for about the past is the amount of bugs.
That's right.
At the time, the present, when the past was the present, all we did was complain about the bugs.
And it was bad to have those
mosquitoes,
bugs.
17-year cicadas. all sorts of annoying crickets at night. We hated them.
You remember when the 17 and 19 and like whatever 50 cicadas all synced up?
Super brood.
The super brood.
Yeah.
Summer of 2000, maybe spring of 2011 is what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Or 2000. No, excuse me. Yeah. Or 2010 maybe. I remember riding my bike to my first job after college.
Yes.
Down Music Row in Nashville, Tennessee, and it was so loud that I couldn't like hear the wind. It was the cicadas everywhere.
And that's something that's going to be hard to explain about the children of the future. Is the bugs used to be so loud that you couldn't hear the wind.
Right. It was a magical world. Believe it, they weren't just for eating like they are these days, which is going to be in the future, which actually is going to be cool and good.
It sounds bad, but it's going to be good.
We're going to be eating a lot of bug protein coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's right now, because we're currently alive and in this moment, that seems bad. But in the future, 6 months from now even, we're going to love it.
It's going to be good. Yeah. And it's going to be good because years from now, when it's good, then the people who like can't afford things like meat can eat bugs.
That's right.
And the guys that can afford meat like us can eat meat.
That's right.
Because the future version of ourself is always richer and a billionaire.
Richer, happier, wiser, and more calm.
And you know, he may not want to eat the bugs, but the bugs are good for the other people. And
I wonder, I think my future self might want to eat the bugs. I think he might want a bug burger every now and then, just because of the health benefits.
Yes. And who knows if crickets could become some sort of biohack?
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
listener, you're on the ground floor for crickets becoming a biohack.
Yes.
Let me just go ahead and say, superfood. If you're not eating it now, you should be. Go to any bait shop in your neighborhood, and they'll have a vibrant source of incredible nutrients.
So now here we've arrived at kind of the first perfect peg for our podcast hole, which is bugs. Bugs.
Wait, our what?
For the first perfect peg for our podcast hole,
Okay.
which is bugs. Okay,
That's
bugs.
Perfect. Okay.
Use better in the past. Okay, there used to be so many bugs,
Magical.
and they used to be so loud you couldn't hear the wind.
Yes.
In the future,
Yes.
there will be enough bugs that there will be a food source, you know, and ideally we will breed enough bugs. But the present,
Currently not enough bugs.
and not enough bugs. People are lamenting the fact that when you drive on a highway,
I can hear that wind.
that number one, you can hear the wind. People are actually lamenting that they don't get as many bugs that hit their windshield as they used to.
Right.
Because there used to be so many bugs that when you drove on a rural mountain road or a country road, you'd have to get out and you'd have to clean your windshield. And now people are like, I just don't clean my windshield anymore.
Right now, if you were to show a child the opening sequence to Men in Black, they would be utterly confounded.
Mm-hmm.
Because they wouldn't understand why that bug is there getting smashed by the car in the title sequence of Men in Black.
They'd say, okay, I'm already checked out of this. Number one, my attention span is shot, and this is longer than 20 seconds. How do I scroll to the next reel?
Yes.
How do I scroll to the next TikTok?
Yes.
How do I scroll to the next
Name another one.
Jim Jam?
I think that's kind of your go-to Jim. I think Jim Jam is something. I think you've said Jim Jam before.
It's like Jib Jab, which used to be, back in my day we had Jib Jab when Osama bin Laden and George Bush were dancing in a GIF.
What the hell are
you don't remember
about?
Jib Jab?
It sounds sort of racist in some way.
Well, it did
is?
sound racist, but it wasn't.
Okay.
It was just depicted terrorists in a racist way. But no, there was a Jib Jab. The Jib Jab, something that sounded like Jib Jab. People send you flash animations. It would be like George Bush and Osama bin Laden.
And they're hanging out.
And Dick Cheney, and they're all like, I think maybe like Bomb Baran was like in the, and it's a
partying?
Yeah, something like that. That's what it was. Anyway, I digress.
Wait, real quick, and sorry to do this. The curtain behind you, can you pull? I'm kind of just staring straight into the bright sky right behind your head.
Yeah, of course.
And it hurts.
In the past, the sun used to be better.
The sun used to be a different color. Did you know that?
And what?
Yeah, it used to be rose gold all the time. Yeah, that's better. That's plenty. Thank you.
So, yeah, bugs. I think the bugs are a good illustration of what we're talking about here today.
We used to have, oh my gosh. First off, hold on real quick. If we're talking about the past, it's my corporate man on a date brain, but if you could go back to any era, when are you going to go?
Ooh, I think
hard. You can only do one. That's tough. I got a time machine. Let me go to multiple first off.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we're thinking an American time era, I think I'd have to go the late 60s, early 70s. And
tell them why Vietnam was good?
So I could get in the Vietnam War. Well, men used
sucker.
to fight war.
Right. War fighters.
War fighters.
I'll say what sucks about the present moment, we have war fighters. You know what we used to have? Soldiers.
Yeah.
Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Warfighter? Ugh. Shut up, Hegseth, you dumb bitch.
Or drones.
Ugh.
We used to send men to die.
That's right.
In planes.
Face to face, like how God intended.
Mm-hmm.
Nuclear bombs. We had those in the past, so I guess they're good. But We also have them now, and those ones are bad.
But they're bad in the present. They were good in the past because they helped us.
They helped us win the Cold War, which is settled.
And the Japanese never would have learned what they did unless we dropped them.
Christ.
What? That's the kind of mindset we're in for this one.
Yes, I know. I was just overwhelmed by the integrity of your thought.
Yeah.
How true it was. How beautiful of a thought it was.
Because the bombs took place in the past and we have the hindsight. They're good.
I know the game.
And the nuclear war, right now, the bombs are bad because they might hurt us. But in the future, we will have nuclear weapons that are so tailored so that they only affect specific bad people.
You have personal nuclear devices.
Yeah,
Think about
personal
that.
nuclear devices, and we will use nuclear resources for power.
Yes.
Instead of.
And you mean energy?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Energy instead of that type of power.
Yes. Did I derail us from something?
No, I think war is another great illustration of something that is, I think we derailed from the question of where you want to go in the 60s or 70s. But I do think war is another great illustration of good in the past, not in the present. In the future, we will be beyond war.
This is exactly, what I have it written here in my own personal notes. We won't have to have war anymore. It used to be so much more interesting.
Yeah. It used to be something of valor.
And a sight to see.
Yes.
A thing of honor and a spectacle.
And it was always helpful.
And it was always helpful. It was you were proud of being in it or being involved in living in a country engaged in it.
Yeah. World War I, famously awesome. Everyone had a good time. World War II.
Coming up with new inventions for every one of these too.
Yeah. Yeah, every single day in World War I, you'd come out and they'd have a new invention. It pushed men towards innovation.
They're doing mustard gas in World War I.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We start off on donkeys.
Incredible.
Then the next day we've got mustard gas.
And then oh my God, there's the Red Baron.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would have completely. I put my World War I helmet, my spiky World War I helmet, and it clouded my thoughts so much I couldn't even think of the Red Baron.
Tom, that's the number one pitfall of thinking about wartime. You got to remember the Red Baron, the greatest pilot to ever do it.
Well,
sorry, Sully Sullenberger, step aside. We've got a German guy who is good at shooting down other people. If commercial airliners had just a little bit of firepower behind them, I think we'd see those pilots really show us some interesting things.
I think that's the really important thought number 3.
I'd feel safer in an airplane if I knew that it was equipped with guns and missiles.
I agree. Let's give the 747 a little bit of firepower.
That's right. You know what stops a bad plane with a missile? A good plane.
A good plane with a lot of good people on it.
With about 200 passengers, all of their luggage, and about, I don't know, I'm going to say about 6 missiles.
Yeah.
How many missiles does a typical plane hold? You got to text your fighter pilot buddy.
Yeah, I'll text my
text him right now and say, how many missiles does the typical plane hold? I bet somebody knows. I bet we can find it out.
Yeah, I think he'd be like typical plane. Now that's kind of a loaded, or a loaded plane.
Do you think that's how they talk in the Air Force? And instead of saying, "Hey man, that's a loaded question," they said, "Hey man, careful, that's a loaded plane."
I hope so. I don't want to drop the Red Baron though.
No, please don't. And because he wouldn't.
I think that's another great example of what we're talking about. We don't have a Red Baron of today. We had Chris Kelly. What's his name?
Oh yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. The American Sniper.
Chris Kyle.
Who's that? Is this the American
Sniper? Yeah. We don't have
the Scourge of Verdun.
Yeah.
Is that a place?
Verdun. Yeah.
Verdun. Yeah, sure. We don't this. I don't know if this is a legendary figure I'm creating or not, but you don't hear back from the front lines.
Yeah.
The Scourge of Tehran. Oh yeah. God.
Well, Verdun was a famously romantic and valorous battle that did a whole lot for the world.
I can't remember what it was.
I think all the World War I heads might be chuckling to themselves.
Oh, that's World War II, first off.
What, Verdun?
Verdun, isn't it?
No, Verdun's Verdun. Always remember, if you're talking about Verdun, you're always talking about World War I.
Right. Oh, duh, from history class.
I'm sure there's some stuff that happened there in World War II.
You know what? I said, oh, duh, from history class, but I'm now realizing my geometry teacher, my gym teacher, I had a spelling teacher, they all said that.
They all said that, yeah.
So, egg on my face.
Yeah.
Or as they might say in the Air Force, missile silo on my face. Or they don't have silos. Fuck. Helicopter on my face.
Okay.
Come on, it's good. People like when I'm like this. I can tell.
Okay.
Because they all wince and look away.
Yeah.
Like how you're doing now.
Okay. So we got the Red Baron. We got World War I. We're talking about
War used to be
war
more
used to be
interesting.
good. The same thing. I was like, well, you know, we used to have men used to go to war.
Yes.
As a common refrain.
Sure.
You know, and you know, there were so many more wars happening in the past. And that was also seen as a good thing. We're like, oh, well, there are only 2 wars going on right now, and they're actually pretty small.
That's true.
You know? So that's why the present sucks in that aspect. You know, we both want men to go to war, but the present sucks because we don't have enough wars.
Right.
You know?
It's too much peace, you're thinking.
There's too much peace. That's what they're saying. And it's
you know what we
caused
say?
men to be bad.
Soft times create soft men. And those guys make hard times.
Yes.
And the hard times make hard men.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the hard men who make and the soft men who make. But here's my question: what about the medium men?
Yeah. What about the men who are the perfect temperature?
They're making medium times.
Yeah, or the perfect level of hardness.
And I'm going to say I think medium times might be what we're currently living through.
I think we might be in medium times,
which sucks.
But like the
I've gotten so twisted trying to.
But it's true. I mean, the adage or the meme that you just recited.
Adage,
yeah. Is
what
it?
What are you Canadian?
Is it
adage?
Adage. Okay.
Sorry.
What you just recited is the perfect encapsulation of what we're kind of talking about today. Of like,
soft men create
we
soft
want
times.
like in the future, it will be like we want hard times so that we can have hard men in the future.
Yes.
You know, because everything should be hard.
Everything should be hard and difficult.
And everything right now is bad.
And
it's soft.
It's not. Well, it's not soft. It's medium.
It's medium. It's too medium.
Because here's the thing about the soft times is they make those hard men.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait,
the soft times.
The soft times makes the soft men. Right. Fuck.
Hard.
Well, they make hard times, which then make hard men. So that's a perpetual loop. That's a cycle that we're always getting some hard men.
Yes.
Medium men aren't making anything. It's saying pretty much everything's chill.
Medium men are clocking in.
This is what they used to say also in history class.
Medium men are clocking in.
But hard times, but hard men, whoa. That's what they used to say.
Yeah.
I've dragged us down
Yes.
a mental toilet.
Okay, so we've covered war. I think we've covered war pretty good.
I'd be surprised if we had anything else to say about it.
Yeah, I think we've covered it.
What about? Do you have another topic that you wanted to discuss?
Yeah, I think there are other aspects.
I got some. I'm raring to bring
Okay,
up.
why don't you go? I've done a lot of talking already. Clothing, excellent.
We used to not have to need it, and that was awesome. I'm talking prehistoric.
Yeah, you're really going so much farther back.
We're allowed to.
Yeah, we're allowed to. There were no rule. Yeah, this is good. This is why.
They were people back then too, Tom. You got to remember they were people then.
Mm-hmm.
And also, then when they start, so that was cool. And then they started making clothes, and they made those clothes to last.
Yes.
I one time went to William Faulkner's home in Oxford, Mississippi, and they have it preserved. And you know what's still there? Perfect. His boots. His perfect leather boots. You could put them on today, and they'd still be wearable, because they were designed to last for generations.
Yes.
And now these clothes are truly disintegrating in front of you as we're sitting.
And you bought those yesterday. I was with you.
I bought these yesterday, and there's a hole. My socks are all crumbling.
Yeah.
That didn't used to happen. And in the future, they will have figured that out.
I agree.
I'm predicting we might go back to no clothes, but we'll see.
Yes, in the future, people will dress perfectly. We'll have more clothes, and the clothes will be smarter.
And we'll have incredible types of fashion.
Yes, and the textiles and materials from which clothes are made will be so advanced.
This is a big thing.
So many interesting textiles, so many interesting colors. We're going to have Vanta black clothing.
Vanta black.
So you can disappear, blacker than black.
You can disappear into a background that is also that.
Yes.
Clothes and now also tagging on materials, things. They'll be able to make buildings out of things we can't even describe yet.
Yeah.
Because think about this, all of the sand, the concrete's going away. We're losing the sand.
Mm-hmm.
The world has changed. These are, and then precious metals. Talk about, why they're precious? Because there's not that many of them.
Yes.
Scarcity, though, breeds
resourcefulness.
Right. Invention. We're going to have we might be wearing the same materials that we've made our houses out of, could also be the ones that people are wearing to the Met Gala.
Yes.
Fashion and design, industrial design fused into one beautiful art form.
So instead of, if you go to the Met Gala in the future, which, we will because we'll be billionaires in the future. Also more people will have access to the Met Gala in the future.
Right. It's not because we will be doing better in our careers or be more publicly interesting to be invited to the Met Gala. It's because they just will let more people in.
Yes, because if society will progress, there will be more access to the Met Gala.
The Met Gala
is not just for the Epstein class.
Right. It's open to everyone.
Yes, it's open to everyone.
Not just for the Epstein class and people who have shows on Broadway.
I just think it's funny to say the Met Gala is for the Epstein class.
Yes, I do too.
Okay, and so it's for the Epstein class, and so when we're attending the Met Gala in the future,
which we all will be doing,
we'll be seeing farmers, we'll be seeing nurses, we'll be seeing people like us, but we won't be just necessarily wearing William Faulkner's shoes. We'll be wearing William Faulkner's house.
Listen up, fashion designers. If you're wanting to be fashion forward, you're wanting to be cutting edge. You keep looking at the camera. Take heed. First off, everybody at the Met Gala right now, these days, this year, I don't even know when this is. They're trying to look interesting. They're trying to look current day, modern, interesting. You got to jump ahead to what about when it's so egalitarian that mere farmers are at the Met Gala. So if you want to just stand out, go ahead and get somebody dressed up. Dress Benicio del Toro up like a farmer. Yeah. Put him at the Met Gala. Mm-hmm. Get Scarlett Johansson, wrap her in the concrete of William Faulkner's house. The concrete and wood that composes it. I can't remember what it's made out of.
Concrete house?
I don't know. Concrete, concrete.
What are you? Who are you wearing? I'm wearing William Faulkner's concrete house.
That's maybe if we need to start a merch line, that's going to be the company that makes it. I did just realize that in my head, any surface that is hard and it's not metal and it's not wood, I'm like, oh, well, it's concrete. Those are the three types of hard surfaces.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
what about marble?
That's concrete.
Okay.
Brick is concrete. Brick is for sure concrete. Don't even play.
Yeah, right? There's some concrete in brick.
I don't know. I think, but clothing. Yeah. So the materials will be quite interesting. I mean, they already had. They currently. I see people with the clothes change color depending on heat or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I see that out there. That's not widely available, which sucks, pisses me off. I'd love to have an Arc'teryx jacket that keeps my handprint on it when I take my hand away from it.
I think that is an aspect of the past and from my childhood. Do you not remember those?
Wait, no.
Where they had like the sun, the shirts that would change color in the sun.
Oh.
Did you never see those? They would be like UV.
I think
they'd be like white and you'd get them wet and they'd change color, or you'd take them in the sun and they'd change color.
This is reminding me of things from the 90s. I don't know if it was clothing or not. I think this sounds like something I heard about and wished to experience, but never saw. So always on the horizon for me.
I do think with clothing, you have hit another peg for the podcast hole.
So sometimes there's really important thoughts, but all the other times there's pegs for the podcast hole.
Yeah, exactly. We have bugs. I think war. I think
That's a peg.
Fashion. I think like clothing and fashion specifically, because another refrain that we hear is like, oh, people don't dress like they used to. People used to, when they would go on planes, they would wear suits. And that's another aspect that we long for about the past is, men wore suits and the suits lasted and
They
everyone
looked dapper.
They looked so handsome.
People made an effort to look good. Now you got 45-year-old guys dressing up like a baby.
Yeah, they're wearing their jammies on the plane.
Oh, the 17-year-olds are wearing baggy clothes. I guess I'll do that too. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm seeing out here a lot. I think I've complained about this before.
Yeah. Exactly.
People are doing all kinds of goofed up shit. They're going back to the 90s right now.
Yes.
Look ahead to the future. Mm-hmm. First off, nostalgia is a virus, a disease. You shouldn't be looking back to the 90s. Wait, hold on. That's what we're doing.
I was about to say, I think nostalgia is 2020.
Oh.
People say hindsight is 2020, but people never say nostalgia is 2020.
Yeah.
Because I think that is what we're trying to say with our topic of the podcast is that every time you look at the past,
it's rose.
It's rose. It's perfect. It's ideal. There was nothing wrong about the past.
Yes.
I have written down my thesis.
Okay, let's hear it.
Which is the past version of me was a bit naive, but always happy and young.
That's right.
And the future version of me is a billionaire and wise, but old. Yes. But then the present me always sucks because I'm not as rich as I will be in the future or as happy as I was in the past and as good looking as I was in the past.
This is an incredible poem for the next poetry night. I think that you really hit the nail on the head. I'd like that in writing somewhere.
Well, it's in writing on my little notes doc.
Okay, we'll keep it there.
Along with a type of gate I've never seen before. Those are 2 poems I've got to write.
Yeah, you do.
But yes, fashion, I think people hopefully will dress better in the future as the textiles grow more and more advanced. And once we can start wearing buildings, once we can start wearing...
And you're wearing buildings and you're trying to look respectable again.
Yes.
Maybe.
I also saw, too, that these guys had engineered a type of cactus leather. Because they were like, people don't want to kill animals. Which, that is a bit of a soft man attitude. However... I think it's a hard man revelation to say, well, I'm going to make something out of cactus because a cactus is spiky. And that might hurt to put on, so I'm going to put it on to show that I'm also spiky and hard.
It seems bad, but as we know, it is therefore good.
Yes, things that are bad are good for you. So they made cactus leather, and so in the future, not only will we be wearing houses, we'll be wearing plants, just like we were in the past.
It is just a bright shining tomorrow I see coming our way. Incredible. I'm so curious about the leather, the cactus leather. Are they making shoes out of it? What's the goal? What are we going to...
Yeah, the goal is to make jackets.
Motorcycle jacket, cactus?
Yeah.
What do they look like? Is it
and
green?
Then if you wreck in the desert, you're less likely to poke your butt on a cactus.
Well, and it doesn't hurt because it belongs there.
Yeah, because the cactus cancels each other out.
What happens when you're on the road in a car accident and if you hit the ground? It's because you're wearing cow leather and that's not supposed to be touching pavement.
Yeah, exactly.
And so it hurts really bad. Mm-hmm. But if you're in the future, you'll get in a wreck in the desert and it won't hurt because your motorcycle jacket is made out of cactus, which lives in the desert.
Yeah. Or you're wearing asphalt. You'll be able to wear asphalt and asphalt cancel each other out.
Exactly. Everything's in perfect harmony coming up. Yeah, I think so. I think so. This kind of leads into maybe furniture. I don't know if I have quite as much to say about furniture, but just apply that to what we're sitting on will also be incredible. And again, same principle applies. There are couches at my grandmother's house that have been around for eons.
Yes.
And the couches we will sit upon someday soon. But this couch we're sitting on right now came out of a guy's van. He didn't really want to have to move it anymore.
Already covered in cat piss.
Had to clean it off. Doesn't currently have cat piss on it, but just point stands.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of cat piss on it.
No good story, and it's designed to last forever.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on.
And we just pass couches from one person to the next nowadays. Shitty couch to shitty couch. There's no heirloom. You're never given a couch.
Oh my God, thinking about an heirloom couch. Never once. People are holding on to those, or they're a chore to get rid of. I'm thinking in the future, they'll have solved that. Furniture will be way easier to move around and transport.
It'll be modular.
It'll be modular, but without being, right now it's, IKEA is, well, I guess those aren't modular. People are making some kind of modular furniture. It's not going to last.
But it's cheap and it falls apart.
Not going to last. It's not made out of pure oak.
It's not made out of Vanta Black.
It's not made out of Vanta Black.
Everything will be made out of Vanta Black in the future, and that's why I'm looking forward to that.
I think somebody made an open source version of Vanta Black. Did you know that?
Because someone copyrighted it?
Whoever made it, the artist, it was like, the most expensive, he copyright the color or whatever, the material. And so you couldn't get it, and it was incredibly expensive. Then somebody said, well, fuck it. God damn it, what is it called? It's called like, Blacker Than Black or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's got some kind of cheeky name.
Thank God.
And you can just get it, and it's cheap. That was in the past that he did that, so it's good.
Damn. If I was president, I'd give that guy the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
You made the Blacker Black available.
You made Vanta Black available to the people.
And for that, we award you.
Yeah, everyone will have access to the Met Gala. Everyone will have access to Vanta Black.
Yes.
That's why I'm looking forward to the future personally.
You never answered the question, I'm realizing.
Of what?
Of when you would want to be.
I told you, late 60s, early 70s.
That was your answer.
Because things were perfect then.
Right.
Yeah, everyone was having sex. No one, the war, the right people were being sent to the war.
Right.
The music was good. The music is another big thing. They don't make music like they used to. You kind of touched on it with Mozart.
Yeah.
But it's a common refrain with our parents about being like, hey, we don't have another Rolling Stones. We don't have another The Who.
Right.
We don't have another Janis Joplin.
We have geese.
Industry plant geese.
Simultaneously sounds like Janis Joplin and Tom York of Radiohead while looking Rolling Stones style.
Yeah. Now it used to be cool to love on geese, and now everyone's hating on geese.
Now everybody's hating on geese.
That will timestamp this episode more than anything we've said before. This is the week
everyone realized they were allowed to hate geese publicly.
Yeah.
Because they were a psyop.
Yeah, a psyop with rich parents.
Oh, and the rich parents is a part of it.
Yeah. They had the resources to AstroTurf love for geese.
Oh, I thought it was like their record label or whoever marketing firm did this.
Oh, maybe they did it. Maybe they did do that.
Yeah.
But also, like, people are hating on them. And to me, I'm like, oh, well, that's whether you have rich parents or not doesn't affect, like, how much marketing budget the label has.
No.
So if it was the label, then I don't see what. But then people were also like, oh, it's revealed that they were super wealthy or that their parents were rich or whatever. And maybe that had the connections.
I'm sorry. Should the rich children not sing? Is that the world we want to live in right now? That rich children, you know who's going to be good at singing? Rich kids. Come on. What are we doing? That sucks about right now.
Yeah.
And also, like, are they not playing the music? Like, you're mad at them because of how you found out about them.
Yeah.
And I guess I get that. But to, like, fully discount them, it's like, well, unless you found out that plus they didn't write and record their songs, then I guess I'd be pissed off.
Yeah.
But the music speaks to me, Tom.
I Know Why the Rich Man Sings. Griffin by Griffin Winsler. And then you open it up and it's because he has a beautiful voice.
Because he's excited about life.
Yeah.
Because he's
so rich.
He's rich.
And that's awesome. That's going to be me in the future.
Great stuff.
I am the geese of the future because once I get rich, everyone's going to like listening to me sing.
Excuse me. Sorry, I was having a passing moment. A burp. I was hiding a burp, Tom.
Oh, I was hoping you were having like an intense moment of nostalgia or.
Well, I was going to try to do that,
whatnot.
but I was having such a hard time with the burp. I couldn't even think about how to pretend like it was something else.
That's okay. So we've covered. What did we just cover? Music.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to say about music of the
music of the past. No,
of the future.
Music of the future. I'm always looking out for. I'm always excited about what's the next thing. What are they going to do? I can't wait to find out somebody put together sound in a way that I didn't know about.
Well, now computers are doing it. AI is putting together sound.
Which I think that's bad. That sucks. Currently, that's boring. But in the future, so here's this launching in. We'll have figured out this whole AI mess.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's yuck, bad. Oh, everybody, AI slop this, AI slop that. It's melting the world, burning the world up, sucking up all the water, whatever. Yeah, that stuff bad. But you're worried about right now. What's in the future? Once it's figured out, once we've perfected it, it's going to be awesome, and we're going to be working in perfect symbiosis with it, so that we can still have rock stars who are using AI, but it's not too much. I think in the future we'll have tasteful AI.
I was gonna say a similar take of the problem with right now is AI is making it, but in the future I will be using AI to make music,
sure.
And when I use AI to make music, it's good.
Right.
When other people use AI to make music, that's bad. That's
bad.
slop.
It is slop.
I
have taste.
Yeah, I have taste. I have good ideas of music for music.
I think everybody's fighting this fight of AI is bad. Get rid of it or something. Like that's like the impulse. You see people, people we know and love and who listen to this podcast, I'm sure, are posting sort of goofy ass shit on Instagram about like stop this, stop AI. And I get the impulse, but it's you're not gonna stop it. The conversation we need to be having is how can we do it tastefully?
This is kind of sounding like Griffin's earnest opinion coming out.
I'm kind of just making this up right now, but I'm kind of liking how it sounds. Because I think that's the danger of the future. We haven't really talked about the danger of the future. People are, in the present moment, are nervous about the future all of the time. Because you can see how bad things might go. But I think we will have figured this out. We will, taste will be applied to AI use.
Yeah.
And music will be buoyed by it. They'll be doing incredible new things. They'll be able to mix and master things like you've never heard before. And they might even fix some of the music from the past so that you can listen to it perfectly. Imagine listening to
Mozart?
No, well, sure. God,
mixed.
I'd love to.
If they could mix Mozart, because that was kind of a one ding against the guy is you couldn't mix his music.
Remastered for the first time and live in concert because they figured out how to do that.
Yeah.
Mozart at the Hollywood Bowl.
Well, in the future, it's not going to be the bowl anymore. That it will have evolved into a shell because they'll realize that the shell is the optimal.
That's right. That's the best shape
for resonance and acoustics.
Think about who was I trying to say? Robert Johnson, is that a guy? Is that the legendary and
blues musician?
Blues musician, yes.
Yeah.
Deal with the Devil.
Yes.
You can hear those recordings crystal clear finally.
Yeah.
You can get rid of all that the popping gritty recordings from pressed onto wax.
Early wax, yeah.
Yuck. Get rid of all that disgusting character. Clean that shit out, make it 4K. Add a little auto-tune. Damn, son, where'd you find that? And then he's just shredding.
Send out a new version of the Golden Record to the aliens.
You know what I'm realizing is
they got the old Robert Johnson.
Is that music that must be public domain? Those recordings
on the Golden Record?
The Golden Record?
Or no, you're talking about Robert Johnson.
Yeah, what's the Golden Record?
The Golden Record is the record that they made and sent out on Voyager.
Yes, that's right.
It has music from Earth.
I was just realizing that maybe we could be sampling Robert Johnson more in the future.
Yeah, well.
And in the present. Wish we were.
Yeah, they kind of are.
Nah, not enough. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing geese sampling Robert Johnson. I can't imagine anybody finding any issue with that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about blues music is not enough white guys took it and made it their own.
Right.
It was kind of famously rife for,
I think in the future, it's going to be white blues renaissance. You know how there's been like 3 waves of ska? We've had but one white guy blues wave, and it was the 60s.
There's going to be a black ska renaissance and a white guy blues
I think
renaissance.
absolutely. Imagine that incredible future. You show up to the ska club. Oh, honey, I got us tickets to a night out, and you're the only white couple in there because ska is now an art practiced solely by Black Americans. And they're going, pick it up. I mean, it already is kind of based in reggae dub.
Yeah, that's true. And then meanwhile, you're going to the blues club.
And it's a sea of white faces. And they're singing beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
I think
we found the line.
And I hope we towed right up to it.
Of how good we want the future to be. Of our visions of the future. I think we towed the line.
This is kind of always if we take any of these premises too far or too long, eventually you turn it into something weird.
Well, that's a good place, I think, to tie to end the song of music.
Sure.
Unless you have anything else to say about music.
I was going to transition just to race as the next topic, and in the future we'll all be one.
Oh yeah,
perfect, beautiful race. There will be no more racism because we will have all mixed in so much. That I mean, it'll be fantastic. It'll be part of the perfect peace.
Yes.
All cultures will be one, and everybody will kind of look the same and kind of be hot.
and
woo! There'll be smoke shows and what?
Well, I was just going to say, and that's kind of famously an attitude that people have about the past is, well, all the races keep to themselves. The thing that was good about the past is that all the races kept to themselves and they didn't intermingle.
Well, and that clearly worked so well back in the past.
Yes.
And in the present moment, it's just a mess.
Yeah.
And people are being all kinds of bad and confused and awkward and all this terrible stuff. But in the future, it's not that we'll have figured out; it's that we won't need to.
We will all be the human race.
We'll just be happy to be humans.
Which is how you and I see everybody and see the world to begin with.
I don't see color. I don't see gender, and I don't see shape. When
you don't see culture either, and I think a lot of people know that.
I kind of just don't look at people is really what I'm saying. I'm doing everything I can to look mostly past them to see if somebody famous is around. Yeah. So I guess, I'm a good guy in that way.
You transcend everything and all you can see is fame and wealth, and that's what makes you so good and cool.
I think that's what makes the both of us good and cool.
Yeah.
We got our eyes on getting everybody into the Met Gala.
Yeah.
and we won't recognize any differences because we won't notice them. Because we'll be looking to see, is Kate Berlant here?
At the
Met Gala. That's what you'll be looking
sound?
at. No, you'll be looking around. You'll be going like that. You'll be like, I'm trying to think of famous people who aren't comedians so that we're not somehow actually connected.
Coleman Domingo?
Coleman Domingo.
He's someone who used to be at the Met Gala.
Yeah, that's a perfect guy.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Right. Mostly when we all, I think we can agree as podcast hosts and podcast audience that when we all finally get to the Met Gala together, we're going to be looking over each other's shoulders looking for Lin-Manuel Miranda. Oh, fuck.
Is
that the guy who did In the Heights?
Is Lin-Manuel Miranda wearing the Tacoma Capitol?
The Tacoma Capitol?
Yeah, the Tacoma Capitol building.
That'd be an incredible sight to see.
Is he wearing the Empire State Building?
Oh my God, he's huge.
Yeah.
Did you want to do another building he might be wearing?
No.
I feel like I've.
Well, you brought up race as you always do.
Right, of course, and I think we brought it up and settled it immediately. It'll be perfect. Do you have another area of like what you're looking forward to in the future?
Money.
Oh God,
money's something we haven't touched on.
Holy shit!
Here's the thing about money: is it was perfect in the past, We used to have cash. We used to have coins.
And things were reasonably priced.
Things were reasonably priced. You could take your wallet to a restaurant. We could feed your family, and you could pay in cash.
Right.
You wouldn't go into debt.
Right.
Now, right now in this present moment, nobody takes cash. Everyone thinks cash is dirty, unsanitary,
unsafe even.
Everyone's using credit cards.
Yes.
And because they're using credit cards, they're in debt. Okay? You can pay pretty much anywhere you want. You even your local fruit stand
I got
takes
that fruit on layaway.
credit card. But you're going into debt to buy it.
Yep.
So that's why the present is bad. And in the future,
yes,
everyone will be paying in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And that's why we're looking forward to it, because that's where we need to be.
What sucks about crypto and Bitcoin in the present moment is not everyone's using it.
Yes.
In the future, the entire world will be using that to conduct transactions.
Yes.
The price and the value of things will fluctuate wildly throughout the day, which will make it more an interesting future.
Yes, exactly. And it will make us better at math.
Right. You'll have to be constantly figuring out how many of your Bitcoins to pay for something down to the moment, because it's an actively traded asset.
Yes.
And not a real stable currency.
Yes.
Which will be good. That's good in the future.
Yeah, that's good in the future. It'll make us think more, because
right now it makes it unusable and an utterly moronic idea for currency.
Well,
but in the future, that'll be good.
In the future, it'll be good.
Yes.
Because in the future, money will be fixed and better. Because we will have cryptocurrencies.
Sure.
And peer-to-peer transactions. That's the thing about cash, is you can't hand it to another person. And you can't give it
hand
peer.
cash to another person. You can't hand a credit card to another person.
You can't hand a credit card to another person. Yeah, that's
Is that what you're trying to say?
No. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah. You can't hand a credit card to another person without that person going and using that credit card and committing fraud.
You remember the feeling of being handed cash?
Yeah. That's just the feeling that no one's going to have anymore.
And when it happens these days, it's a rare occurrence and it feels good, but it's a little blast of nostalgia air conditioning on your face.
Yeah.
Whew, that feels great. I just got $125 in cash. Whew, I feel like I'm living in a different time. It feels great.
Hey, boss, I'll forgo the $90,000 a year. How about you give me $1,000 a week in cash?
Up front in cash. At the top of the year. You give me $52,000 in cash.
Honestly, I think that's how some people operate, and after taxes, that might be accurate if you're turning out $90,000 in salary.
Here's an area of discussion. Pets. The pets of the past and the pets of the future.
Yes. For those listening on the audio version, Monkey has just come up and just slammed on my computer.
Monkey brains, Tom.
Monkey brains. Sorry. You call him Monkey all the time, and then
shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Don't you do that.
Okay, pets. What do you want to say about pets?
I don't know. He just jumped up here.
How are they better in the past? How do they suck now?
Let's think about that. Easy. Dog breeds, they were early on. Right now, they're all fucked up. They got hip dysplasia, tongue sticking out sideways, brain bad, eyeballs goofed up. They die quick. They're dying fast. They're purebred too much.
I agree. We used to be coming up with the new dog breeds, and we don't really do that much anymore.
No, that was a whole thing you could do as a hobby.
Yeah.
That was an area of interest. I don't know one person who does that. And if they do, it's their entire personality and their entire job.
Yeah.
It's not really an interesting thing about them. In fact, it makes them boring.
I don't know a single person.
Because all they talk about is the dogs.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know a single person who's come up with a new dog breed, and that's a shame.
It's rare that you come across one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in the past they used to be healthier, and it used to be much more exciting to see a new dog breed and to talk to your neighbor about what kind of dog breed are they working on. That was probably a conversation they were having in the early 20s. Hey, what kind of dog breed are you working on? By the way, I forgot to ask. Tall dachshund. Sounds incredible.
Square pincher.
Square pincher. I saw a fluffy French bulldog the other day. Like, I don't know what it was. Some, basically a French, how they have short hair, but he was kind of fluffy.
Oh, that's cool.
And it gave me hope for the future. It sucks that I only saw that one. That's one interesting, rare type of dog I've seen.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think another thing about pets that people lament that they were better in the past was that we treated them like animals.
Right.
You know, they used to be outside. They used to be mean. They used to defend. They used to have jobs.
They used to have their own personality.
Exactly. And now
They used to have
we treat them
jobs.
like babies. They're
Yes.
in our houses.
Fur
They
baby.
sleep. Yeah, they're fur babies. They push them around in little strollers.
You stick a little thing on the window for him to have a little window nap like this guy.
Yeah, sure.
It sucks. Now it's my whole house is oriented around these perverts.
Sure, they're happy. They're kind.
Fine.
They live longer.
That's expected.
We don't have to shoot them in the head with a shotgun when they get old.
Well, not to get political, Tom.
We
There's
all
that,
know.
There's that one woman.
That one woman. Whatever happened to her?
Something great, I hope.
We don't have to shoot them in the head with a shotgun when they get old.
Right.
You know, but we treat them like babies.
We treat them like
and
babies,
so that's
which
why
sucks.
the present sucks.
That's why it sucks. And in the future, I don't know.
And in the
what
future,
we'll do.
they'll all merge into one. We'll have an Uber pet. We'll combine. We'll be able to combine like a dog and a cat.
As the races will have combined to make just a perfect one human race, and we'll all be living in perfect harmony. So will the cats and the dogs and the birds
and the gerbils
and the beasts of the field.
Yeah,
there'll be one super animal.
We'll figure out how to mash the genetic material together in a tasteful way.
It'll be called the domesticated.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, where's your domesticated?
Oh, I was going to say domesticant.
Domesticant, sure. Like Replicant from Blade Runner.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. That's way better.
Language is going to be better in the future now.
That's right.
It was better in the past.
It used to be beautiful, flowery.
Prose.
I am starting to experience some level of I don't know, psychosis as we kind of are going through the rhythm of the past, but now is bad and the future. We've done it so much, I'm kind of feeling like I've been on a tire swing.
I love it. I'm loving it.
I am too.
Because I'm thinking, well, this is some good structure here.
Yeah, you love the structure more than anybody else, and I sometimes have a tough time with structure. Sorry, what were we just on?
The domesticant.
The domesticant. We're really coming up with a lot of incredible ideas for the future. The domesticant. Oh, here's what I had a thought. I'm backtracking, which you're allowed to do because the earlier part of the podcast was perfect.
Yes.
This part right now sucks. But what I'm about to say in the future is going to be incredible.
Okay.
And so I want to go back to which was perfect was when we were talking about war.
Okay.
And I think, this great, beautiful, all one human race thing, part of getting there, right now, people believe too many different things about what's going on, the meaning of life. We'll have figured out the meaning of life. And we'll all be on the same page. So we won't be all this infighting. Catholics, atheists, Muslims, science guys, whatever. That's what all the war is about. It's how we're all so different. I think that'll be settled. And one way to settle that, I think, is just let's all get on the same page. Let's all get on board with one of them. Quit it. I don't care what it is. Pentecostal, sure. Everybody needs to just hop on board. I'm putting. What are most people are? Is Islam the biggest religion in the world? It's up there. It's like it's
yeah. I think it's now become the biggest religion.
Christianity
in the world.
is kind of just a big blanket term, I guess. Right? Like there's different types of.
And you can lump in Catholicism with Christianity, and there's some
of them
Christians that might
won't
have a
like
problem with that.
But I'll say I think most. Without looking anything up, I'm going to guess the majority, not majority, what I mentioned, the preponderance of people are believers of Islam.
I wonder what
I'm putting up the flag. That's the way we're going. We're all moving to Islam.
Yeah.
We're going to, Frank Herbert agreed with me. This is why Dune is all Islammed up.
He thought it would be easier if the entire world was just
I think he just saw that that's what was going to come.
Okay.
So let's all hop on board.
Yeah.
Start studying up. Because that's going to bring peace. We all think that. Fine. Put your ego aside. You're doing this for the human race. And that's all I'll say about that. That's how we're going to end war.
Okay, so you're saying everyone's going to be one religion too.
Yes.
Okay, that's a different direction than what I thought you were going in.
What did you think of?
I thought you were going to talk about how we might fight wars with our domesticants and ourselves.
Well, so all the stuff we said about how war is going to be incredible and there will be beautiful future wars, that will still happen.
Okay.
And we'll fight it, with domestic. I think probably with the Terminators. We'll probably come up with some type of Terminator that we can have a war with, just to have a war. But among the humans, it's going to be perfect.
Okay.
And part of that is everybody will believe what the point of life is. One
in Allah.
Basic thing. Yeah, Allah, Muhammad. Everybody loves, everything he did. Everybody's like, yeah, Jesus was a guy, but we don't really believe. We're all whatever it is. We're all on board with that. Frank Herbert's Dune. Wow, I didn't even think about that, but that is what I've kind of described. They're not all Muslim in Frank Herbert's Dune. They're
it's
kind
just
of
the Fremen.
Bizarre galactic race or galactic cult, aren't they? Like the spice. Is there a religion in Dune?
Among the Fremen, I think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it's not. You're saying the Fremen are supposed to be like stand-ins for Muslims?
Well, it's just like a desert people.
Oh,
it's
sure.
It's not like and it does have a lot of like
the names,
Arabic, the language and what they say is like structured like.
Oh, and that's just the Fremen.
It's kind of close to Arabic.
I thought it was like across the whole,
or like Middle Eastern languages and linguistics.
Lisan al-Gaib.
Yeah.
Muad'Dib. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I thought that was across the entire book. But you're right. It's mostly the Fremen, I guess.
Yeah, because the other people in Dune have like a lot harsher.
Paul.
Yeah.
Somebody's named Paul. Duncan, Idaho, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. I don't know why. Never mind.
But I mean, the whole planet. You take the Fremen before all the other stuff. All the other people arrived.
Sure.
Like the whole planet is.
We got to get off Dune. We got to get off Dune. I put us in a hole.
Yeah, I think you put us in a. a hole for which no peg fits.
Oh, fuck me. You and your goddamn pegs. It's perfect. You got a perfect structure. My brain's tired.
Yeah, I think we're coming to a natural wrapping up point.
I'm getting so excited about the future and so enraptured with the past.
I'm looking
so utterly despaired at the present.
Yeah, very anti-Zen episode.
Yes.
Those Zen guys have it fucked up.
Was there anything else you wanted to touch upon before we launch the citizen soldiers off into their beautiful futures?
No, I think I got to state my thesis, which I had written down, and I think it's good for our citizen soldiers to realize that happiness is not found in the moment or contentment. It's in realizing how happy you used to be in the past and how rich and cool and happy you might be in the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's where true value and the meaning of life is.
Absolutely.
Constantly looking forward and behind, forward and behind, forward and behind.
There is no present.
There is no present.
The best you can do is forget about the present. That's the hope. And think about the moments when you're forgetting about the present. Well, you're thinking about the future or you're thinking about the past.
Yeah.
You're thinking about the way things might be.
Yeah.
They might become. And we here today have laid out several ways that the future might unfold.
Yeah.
We hope that we have educated you and entertained you with some of those thoughts.
And if you're a dear listener, we hope that you enjoyed some of the softer elements, maybe the talk about bugs and music.
Right. You probably didn't enjoy when I kept talking about race and Islam.
Yeah.
That's for war. And war. That's for the citizen soldiers. Those people loved those topics. Tom brought up the Epstein class. You liked the Met Gala, but you didn't like the Epstein class being there. Mm-hmm. You were really happy when I said Kate Berlant's name, probably.
Yeah.
So should we just go through and just say everything we just said and decide which type of listener liked which thing?
No, I think I know exactly what we should say to get out of this. And that's welcome to the journey. Welcome to the awakening. You are loved. Nobody thinks like you.
Stay smart.
Really Important Thinking is produced by Griffin Winsler, Tom Fell, and Dr. Chris Chismore. All fact-checking is done by the MIT Institute for Data, Systems, and Society. Really Important Thinking is engineered at the Stanford Institute of Consequential Noise and recorded at Detweiler Sound in humble Tupelo, Mississippi. When I see my baby dancing, I know it's to that Detweiler sound.
Sound mixing by Reed Armband with music by Laser Monster. Tom's costume was provided by Padma Lakshmi with catering provided by Kokomo's Mungo Lounge. Kokomo's, if you can't take her here, you can't take her anywhere.